Here we go, folks. Here we go. Do or die, baby. Oh, boy. Welcome on in to Game 5's preview. We got the New York Knicks taking on the Indiana Pacers tonight. It's do or die for these New York Knicks. Down 3-1, somewhere where we thought we were never going to be at this point of the series. The Knicks put themselves in a hole. And now it is going to take a miracle, something that has never been done in franchise history in order to come back. And you can't even think about potentially coming back and winning this series before just winning this game first. That's the focus going into tonight. Season on the line, facing elimination. How does this Knicks team show up? How do they respond to the adversity? They had a chance to tie up the series at 2 apiece in game number 4 and fell short. They were losing the entire game, and the Pacers just basically outplayed them. What are the adjustments? Is Mitchell Robinson going to stay in the starting 5? What are we going to see from Tom Thibodeau in terms of the rotation? I mean, listen, this is how I look at it, folks. We cannot let these Indiana Pacers celebrate going to the NBA Finals on our home floor, man. Like, that's really where I'm at. Coming back and winning the series is a long shot. But let's at least get this to game 6. Let's at least go there, okay? I really cannot allow the Indiana Pacers to come in, man, and do this. Okay? I cannot let... And that's what the Knicks mindset should be. Do not let these Indiana Pacers come into our house and celebrate on our home floor. Right? You saw the Oklahoma City Thunder last night advance to the NBA Finals. That was at home for them. That was cool. That's how it should be. But right now, the Knicks are at home, and they lost both games on their home floor in games 1 and 2. That's put them in this hole in the first place. And the unfortunate reality is the Knicks losing game 1 the way that they did, I think emotionally just was the kiss of death of this series, if we're being frank, if we're being honest. And that's the sad reality of the facts of this series. So now you talk about a team that is backed up against the wall. You talk about a team that has been dealing with adversity all season. They've showed a sense of resilience. They've showed that when they count out the New York Knicks, they respond. And I got confidence still in Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns and the boys. But man, I think it's a mixture of a lot of things that some Knicks fans simply overlooked the Indiana Pacers. They're playing really good basketball, and they've played the better basketball all series, hence why they're up 3-1. And I think that Tyrese Halliburton is proving that he's not overrated. He is a star in this league. I mean, he's coming off a career game. The guy put up, 30-plus, 12-something. I don't even remember how many assists, but no turnovers, a triple-double. The guy is on fire. He's hitting all of his shots. He's playing with confidence. Pascal Siakam also having a career high in game 2. I mean, the Pacers are humming right now, and unfortunately, the Knicks feel like they ran out of gas. But the reality is this. The series is not over. The Pacers did not win the series yet. You got to win 4, not 3. And that's exactly what the Knicks mindset should be. Because every game the Knicks win the rest of the series, all the pressure gets put on the Indiana Pacers. All the pressure. If you win tonight and allow this Knicks team to get another chance to go into Indiana, the pressure is on the Pacers to close it out in 6. Right? And then if the Knicks win game 6, then all the pressure's on the Indiana Pacers to win game 7. So the Knicks just got to go game by game and focus on what makes them great. And you look at game 1. And the weird thing about game 1 is we just think about the last 3 minutes of the collapse, but the Knicks played great basketball that entire game. They need to look at what worked in that first 3.5 quarters of that game and just let it fly. Everything's on the line, and I think a big talking point right now amongst Knicks fans is Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau, man, his job is on the line. Now, I'm a big fan of Tom Thibodeau because I'm a Knicks fan that remembers where we've been before he showed up here. But that's not to say that maybe Tom Thibodeau was the coach to take the Knicks to a new level, and then he leaves, and then a new coach comes in with a foundation he built to take us over the hump. But man, I'm not someone that just makes Tom Thibodeau the scapegoat and saying he's the reason why we're losing this series. Mikal Bridges missing key shots, critical shots in the fourth quarter in game number 4. Like, the players need to be held accountable as well. The players need to be held accountable. Okay? That's what it is. The players need to be held accountable. And they got to respond. They have to respond in this game. And I feel like they will. I got confidence. I'm not giving up. Tom Thibodeau is somebody that needs to go deep in his bag. And I feel like he's pressing. Some people feel like Thibodeau's coaching scared right now, where it's like, okay, the whole concept of benching Josh Hart, right? Let's talk about that. And Josh Hart, man, you got to love Josh Hart, but he's coming off an absolutely abysmal game. One of his worst games I've ever seen from him as a Knick. I mean, I love Josh Hart, still do, but man, he needs to have a big game tonight. The way he was turning the ball over was just infuriating. But I don't know about you guys. I love Mitchell Robinson. But was benching Josh Hart for Mitchell Robinson really the right move? It worked in game 3, but what got the Knicks to the Eastern Conference Finals, what made them the 3rd seed in the East, was the starting 5 that was working all year with Brunson, Hart, Anunoby, Bridges, and Cat. And now we're just changing it up. Now, that's where I'm a little concerned about Tom Thibodeau. I'm like, hey, it doesn't really feel like Tom Thibodeau has confidence in this team, and that's a little concerning here. So Josh Hart, now that he's coming off the bench, he cannot have a game like he did last one. He cannot go into this game and be a negative, a detriment, turning the ball over. The Indiana Pacers thrive off of turnovers. And Josh Hart was just forcing balls down low. That can't happen, man. They got to play smart basketball. And that's exactly what the Indiana Pacers have been doing, taking advantage of the New York Knicks' mistakes. And you can argue that the reason why the Knicks are in this situation to begin with is the mistakes that the Knicks have made. It's not like we're getting out-hustled or outplayed. I don't really believe that. Game 1, the Knicks just took their foot off the gas at the worst timing, and that really tells you right there about the identity of this team, which is really, really upsetting to understand and kind of wrap your head around. But you look at what the Knicks did in Game 1, and I'm sorry, we got to keep talking about it. I really do think that was just the worst possible scenario for this Knicks team. The Knicks were up 14 points, and you let Aaron Nesmith just shoot 3 after shoot. Like, the guy was wide open after wide open. No adjustments were made. No sense of urgency. Usually, championship caliber teams level up their performance in the clutch. And that's why a lot of Knicks fans felt like this could be the year. Because heading into this series, the Knicks played their best basketball in the clutch. Jalen Brunson, winning Clutch Player of the Year, was the forefront of it, of playing his best brand of basketball late in the fourth quarter. And that's why we had confidence in this series heading in. We just beat the Boston Celtics, world champions, blew them out by 40 points in Game 6 to eliminate them on our home floor. I mean, the confidence was at an all-time high for this Knicks team. And then in Game 1 at MSG, everything was working. You go on a crazy run in the fourth quarter. You feel like you're going to go up 1-0, and then a crazy collapse happens, which spirals into Game 2. Knicks down by 20 points in Game 3. Somehow, Karl Anthony Towns puts up a miracle performance in the fourth quarter to win that game. And then in Game 4, with a chance to tie up the series at 2 apiece, they lay an egg. They can't get stops on defense. They're letting this Indiana Pacers team we're playing into their hands. And I think that's a big takeaway I have for this entire series, is the Indiana Pacers, they play at a certain pace. They play a certain style of basketball. And when you allow the Indiana Pacers to play their brand of basketball, they are very difficult to beat. They play fast. They like to run in transition. They shoot threes. They move the ball. And we play into that when you turn the ball over the way the Knicks did, right? When you can't match that energy offensively. And it's pretty disappointing. Like, the identity of the New York Knicks should be out-hustling people, rebounding, defensive stops, grinding. But That's not the case. The Knicks are just allowing the Indiana Pacers to run up and down the court, run in transition, and do whatever they want. Like, where's the sense of defense? The defense showed up only in game 3 in the fourth quarter. So there needs to be a lot of adjustments. And we can talk about what went wrong in game 1, what went wrong in game 2, but let's focus right now on game number 5, which is tonight at MSG. Like, I still believe in this Knicks team, and I'm not ready to lose hope. I'm not one of those Knicks fans that's waving the white flag. It's over. I'm not one of those Knicks fans because I'm someone that has kept the hope and kept the playoff energy alive the whole season during all of the lulls, right? During all of the negative times with this Knicks team, I always believed, man. I always believed. Even when they went on a little 3 or 4 game losing streak in the regular season, even when one player's struggling, right? I always was somebody that picked this up as a content creator because I genuinely believe that this Knicks team usually plays their best basketball when their backs are against the wall and the world starts counting them out. Now, they failed in game number 4, but now the ultimate test comes. The ultimate test is now. You want to make history? Go win 3 in a row, and it starts tonight. The New York Knicks are a 3-game winning streak away to getting a ticket to the NBA Finals. And now we know who's coming out of the West officially with the Oklahoma City Thunder. And let's be honest, bro, they're probably winning the chip if we're being transparent here. But the Knicks have to play with a sense of urgency. I'll say this, man. If the Knicks go out there tonight and have no sense of urgency and get blown out, that's going to be a really bad thing for this organization heading into the offseason, because then we're going to be in offseason talk. Then Giannis Antetokounmpo's name gets brought up. Tom Thibodeau is going to be the enemy number 1 amongst Knicks fans. I know Knicks fans way too well. Everyone's going to be saying, get him out of this organization. And then everyone's going to be questioning Jalen Brunson's ability to be a superstar of this team leading us. Everyone's going to be questioning Karl Anthony Towns. We cannot let that happen. You go out fighting. You go out swinging. You don't sit on your hands and give up. And I really hope we see this Knicks team come tonight and win. I don't care how. I don't care if it's by 1 point or 40 points. Win the basketball game. Do not let this Indiana Pacers team celebrate on your home floor. Force a game 6. Because if you force a game 6, then that's when everything becomes interesting. This Knicks team has proven they can win on the road. But what they have not been able to prove is that they can't win at home. They won 2 straight games at home against Boston. And they lost 2 games at home to the Pistons. Like, in the playoffs. You got to defend your home court. The world's most famous arena, the most expensive ticket in the NBA, is going to a Knicks playoff game, and they can't perform. There better be a sense of urgency, man. And I think that the Knicks, they have an opportunity to show that they are strong-minded. They have an opportunity to go out there and prove that if the world counts us out, they are able to overcome it. Because you look at this Knicks team on paper, and this is another thing I want to bring up, and I've been saying this throughout the whole season. This is year 1 of this core. And you look at the Indiana Pacers, for example. They're a perfect example of this. What the Indiana Pacers have over the New York Knicks is continuity, right? This is what? Their 3rd year with this core, maybe? Tyrese Halliburton, like the same exact team as last year that went to the conference finals, is back with the Pacers. So they have a lot of time. Nesmith, Nembhard, Halliburton, Turner, Siakam, McConnell. All these guys were on the team last year. And argue, like, when did they trade for Siakam? Was it last year? Because my point is, continuity is a weapon in the NBA. Look at the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've had many years to figure out chemistry. SGA, Chet Holmgren, Williams. They added Caruso off the bench. What the Knicks have right here, this is a brand new core. There is no continuity. This is year 1 of the core of Brunson and Bridges and Cat and Anunoby together and Hart. Like, we've had Brunson and Hart for a long time, We've had OG for a year and a half, but this is a brand new core. And honestly, I'm not going to sit here and allow Knicks fans tell me and other people tell me that this Knicks season was a failure if they lose this series. Because it's not. Obviously, expectations change when you get far, but I remember going into the season, everybody said, we need to make the Eastern Conference Finals, otherwise the season is a failure. And we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And now, you look at this Knicks team, the way it's constructed, everybody's under contract again next year. Now, they do have tradable contracts. If the Knicks want to break up the core again and go after Giannis, that is a real possibility. Brian Windenhurst of ESPN today said the Knicks are a team to watch going after Giannis. But I'm not even there yet. I'm not in off-season mode. What I'm trying to let you guys be aware of is the core that the Knicks have right here. This is the first year. And if you keep the core together, say you don't break up this core and you keep Tom Thibodeau, some people don't want to run it back. I'm someone that thinks another year of this same core, learning from this playoff experience, I believe in the talent of this roster. You add some more pieces off the bench. You get Tyler Kolek and Kevin McCullough and Pacome Dadier and the rookies from this year's class opportunities off the bench next year. Like, I believe in this roster, the way it is constructed, to contend in the East. The Eastern Conference is wide open. The Boston Celtics are going to be without Jason Tatum next year. Maybe he'll come back for the playoffs. Who knows? Right? The Pacers are obviously becoming a real threat in the East. The Cavaliers are going to be back. But outside of that, you got the rising Pistons, who the Knicks took care of. You got the rising Magic. But there's no powerhouses in the East. The Knicks are one of those powerhouses. Hence why we're in the Eastern Conference Finals. And I really do think this Knicks team was constructed to beat the Boston Celtics the way that they went after OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. And that brings me up to my next point. You talk about trading 5 first-round picks to Mikal Bridges. He's got to wake up tonight, man. He's been way too inconsistent throughout these playoffs. Mikal Bridges, he needs to step it up. Defensive, like, make his presence be felt. Make winning basketball plays. Nobody is going to sit here and expect Mikal Bridges to put up 35 points. Nobody. But he can impact this game tonight and help them win. He was very impactful against the Celtics. In games 1 and 2, he had the game-winning stops defensively. We need Bridges to play defense, force turnovers, rebound, hustle, hit the clutch shots when we need to the most. Attack the rim. Attack the rim. Don't dribble to the rim and dribble backwards. Right? And then put up a contested fadeaway. I can't take when he does that. No Knicks fan enjoys that. All right? So, please, Knicks fans, let's keep the vibes high. And Mikal Bridges, you in particular, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. I am just... I'm a little stressed. I'll be honest with you guys. There's a little bit of stress coming on in tonight. But I just don't want my season to end like this. I don't want the Knicks to go out like this. And I really hope that they don't. I really don't. And I have confidence that they won't, man. And Mikal Bridges, please step up to the plate tonight, would you? You can't go out sorry like that. You can't. OG Anunoby, where you at, bro? Wake up. We need you, my man. The season's on the line. I trust OG Anunoby. He had a pretty good game offensively, but we need more. We need more. From everybody. We need all hands on deck. See how deep the Pacers are? How well they're playing? Together as a team. And I think that's the biggest difference. When you talk about the Indiana Pacers compared to the New York Knicks, one thing that I'm noticing is that the Pacers play very well together as a team, man. And the Knicks don't. Okay, and it's like really frustrating to watch the Indiana Pacers execute at the highest level of everybody playing together. The ball's moving. And the Knicks have shown All season, they're capable of this. OG Anunoby. We need our wings to step up, man. Defensively, can somebody put a body on Tyrese Halliburton? Can somebody switch and not let Halliburton just do what he wants? The drop coverage. Make your presence be felt tonight at MSG. And Tom Thibodeau, that's who everybody is keeping their close eye on, man, because nobody is going to want to keep Tom Thibodeau heading into next season if they lose in 5 or even in 6. And it's just frustrating when you look at, I don't think the Knicks, and this is something that really pisses me off, and I don't want to piss everybody off, but I'm going to have to here. What was the excuse last year for the Knicks why we lost to the Pacers in 7? Injuries. That was our excuse, and it was reasonable. OG got hurt when we were up 2-0. We didn't have Randall. Robinson got hurt. Like everybody, our key guys was hurt. The only people that was healthy is Brunson and DiVincenzo and Hartenstein and Josh Hart, right? And you know what is really upsetting? You know how hard it is to stay healthy? Well, the Knicks are healthy right now. Fully healthy. You need a little bit of luck on your side to win a championship. And the sad part is the Knicks are wasting a season of health to not go to the NBA Finals. So now their backs are against the wall. It's 2 healthy teams going at it. And you never know. Injuries happen. Tatum went down with an Achilles. Like, injuries happen. And it's so frustrating that this Knicks team is fully healthy and we're losing like this. That pisses me off because you can just feel a missed opportunity. If we lost Cat in round 2 with a bad ankle sprain, or OG hurt his hamstring, or God forbid Brunson went down and we lost, like, we'd have that same energy all offseason. But no, this team is fully healthy and we're down 3-1. So this is big tonight, man. You cannot let this Indiana Pacers team come into our home floor and beat us the way that they did in games 1 or 2. Put the foot on the gas and keep going, bro. Because the Knicks are facing elimination and they need to play desperate. If they lose tonight, their season is over. And they better not let this Pacers team come into our home floor and just play with us. Blow us out. Embarrass us. That would be the most humiliating thing I'd ever see. You talk about players that need to have a big game tonight that are very impactful. Miles McBride. You talk about Deuce. You got to get Deuce more looks, man, because he has such a unique energy to him that I feel like hasn't really been utilized in terms of giving him extended minutes, allowing his defense to go to work, keeping him on Halliburton for a little bit, going under screens, communication. So Deuce McBride is a very big X factor for me in tonight's game because he needs to step up. He really, really does. And he has been. And then you talk about another player who's been arguably the best player for the Knicks in terms of dominance. It's Mitchell Robinson. Big Mitch has been fantastic with the offensive rebounds, getting the Knicks second chance opportunities. He even hit both of his free throws last game. Where is he in the second half, in the clutch? Tom Thibodeau. We have 4 fouls, but we can't get Mitch on the floor to try to spark a comeback. Mitchell Robinson is starting for a reason. And by the way, everyone's complaining about the starting 5 being switched up. Josh Hart's still playing starting minutes. Just to let you guys know. Josh Hart is still playing starting level minutes. Like 30-plus minutes a night. Okay? Mitchell Robinson needs more minutes, Tom Thibodeau. Please. The guy protects the rim. He gets second chance looks. He's a scrapper. And he's communicating. I'm sure you guys have seen the clips of Mitchell Robinson mic'd up courtside. It's been awesome. On the bench. It's been awesome to see that. So I am very confident that if the Knicks give Mitchell Robinson extended minutes tonight and don't give him this weird leash of just 20 to 25 minutes. No, give him 30 minutes, bro. If he stays out of foul trouble, Mitchell Robinson is a force to be reckoned with. An absolute force. Now, let's talk about the star of this basketball team. Jalen Brunson. Now we're seeing people question Jalen Brunson. Now that pisses me off. Now everyone's like, oh, maybe Brunson is... Everyone's blaming him. Blaming him? We wouldn't be here without him. But Jalen Brunson's got to bring his A game tonight. We need to see a legacy Jalen Brunson game. We saw a legacy Tyrese Halliburton game. Now it's Jalen Brunson's turn. If you want to be a superstar in this league, you got to be consistent and level up your game. Because we're seeing all these stats of Jalen Brunson in the same conversation as all these all-time greats like Kobe Bryant in the clutch and Steph Curry and even Michael Jordan. I mean, we're seeing these crazy stats that are mind-blowing. But when you're facing elimination, you got to level up your game to new heights. That's what the all-time greats did. And Jalen Brunson, he has a chance to do something special. Because if Jalen Brunson, and now I'm going to get ahead of myself here, if Jalen Brunson can carry this Knicks team and put up legacy numbers tonight, win the game, put up a dominant performance, game 6, legacy numbers, win the game, and dare I say, go into game 7 and put up another dominant game. If Jalen Brunson can do that, he will literally be, he already feels like the king of New York, but boy, oh boy. Because what this New York team is all about, what New York in general is about, is resiliency, toughness, never backing down from any sense of adversity. And if Jalen Brunson can level his game up and improve, because he himself needs to improve a little bit. Aaron Nesmith has been doing a great job defending him. So will Jalen Brunson level up his game to new heights? Because that's what all-stars and superstars do. We need a legacy Jalen Brunson game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe that he is capable of it. I don't need to say I believe he's capable of it. We all know he's capable of it. We all do. But he's got to bring it, man. And if I know anything about Jalen Brunson, he's not going to let this team lose tonight on our home floor. No way. Unless something crazy happens where just everything just does not go our way. I just would be shocked to see Jalen Brunson go out like that. Let the season slip away like that. I got Brunson getting 40 tonight. Give me a 40-point game from Jalen Brunson. Put all the pressure on the Indiana Pacers tonight. And let's go into game 6, man. Come on! I'm going to be live on Knicks Media throughout the entire game, so make sure you guys come tune into that. But there needs to be adjustments. There needs to be a game-changing attitude, a sense of urgency. We've talked about it, man. But man, oh man, Jalen Brunson, please don't go out like this, man. They're talking about you like you're overrated now. Now you're the one that's overrated. Now you're the one that nobody believes in. Now you're the one that people are trying to drag down, that he's a flopper and all these things. I really hope Jalen Brunson is hearing all of this to fuel some type of spark that this Knicks team needs bad. Because we're down big. And all it takes, I know it sounds like a lot, but how many times did the New York Knicks go on 3-game winning streaks this season? Many times. So let's do it. Let's start the winning streak tonight. Backs against the wall. This is our chance. The Indiana Pacers lead the series 3-1. I think it's been 12 times in NBA history that a team has came back being down 3-1. Why not the Knicks? Why can't the Knicks be that 13th time? The Knicks are 0-10, or 0-14 actually, when trailing 3-1. Why can't they do it? They can. It's still there. They got to show a sense of urgency, baby. I don't want this to be my last show talking about the Knicks being alive. The next time I'll be on Bleacher Report is actually going to be it's either we lose tonight, or we lose Saturday, or we lose Monday, or we win Monday. But man, the next time I'll be on Bleacher Report is going to be after potentially a Game 7, after the series is done. And I'll be on Bleacher Report Tuesday. I'm here on Bleacher Report every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. EST. So with that, I got confidence to say it's Knicks in 7, baby. Okay? I've never wavered from this team, and I will continue to be confident in my New York Knicks until proven otherwise. All right? Let's go, Knicks. Knicks in 7. And listen, it starts with getting one, baby. You just got to get one. Just get one, and then you move on to the next game. So with that, I'll leave you guys. Let's go Knicks, man. Come on, man. Gotta win. Gotta win this game, man. I'll be live tonight on Knicks Media. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I love that we got some Knicks and 7s in the chat. Yes. Yes. We need some energy. We need some positivity facts from this chat. We need some positivity, baby. There is a chance, Richie. Home game, one away game, another home game. It can be done. Yes. Yes. We're starting with game 5 tonight. 3 in a row. Steal it back. Yes. Yeah. You guys are firing me up. Jalen Brunson plays excellent tonight. Yes. Knicks and 7. Knicks and 7. This is not delusion. This is just being hopeful that your team can pull something off, baby. Mikal Bridges needs to change his shot selection this game. Facts. Cat has to play smart. Facts. All right, folks. I'm going to run. I will be live for the game tonight, all right? Right here on this YouTube channel, so don't go anywhere. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button, and I'll see you guys tonight for the live watch party. Salute to Knicks Nation. I love you guys. See you in a few hours. Woo!